time.
Max from New York, Halifax, thanks so much. Time to throw back down now to the red carpet.
Throw it back downtown, you know?
Thanks a lot, and joining us on the red carpet now, a couple of pretty great people. This is Paul Kimball, and Holly Stevens is joining him on his left. You are right. And first of all, Paul, tell us about Ghost Cases. What's it all about?
Ghost Cases is our search for the truth about whether or not there's life after death, and whether or not, if there is life after death, it comes back to visit us on this plane of existence. So it's kind of like going to church on Sunday, but with really cool ghosty type stuff.
I could have used some cool ghosty stuff on Sundays in church for sure.
I'd still be going to church if I'd had some cool ghosty kind of stuff, yeah. But Holly and I, we're not ghost hunters. We're just normal people. Holly has a science background. Besides being a fine actor now, I'm a producer-director. And we just decided, look, let's go out, and we're both curious about this. Let's see if there's anything to it. And so let's see if we can have an experience. We'll interview people that have said they've had experiences and see what happens. And the great thing is some kooky, crazy things happen, and you'll be able to see them all on Eastlink starting on October 18th.
Very cool. I'll let you introduce Holly and talk to her a little more in a minute, but right now we're going to take a look at a clip from Ghost Cases.
And he stands beside me quite often on one side. So he's just came affectionately known as my buddy. And that, so he doesn't scare me. He's friendly.
But other things do here?
The other one in the building is not nice. He is, I don't know how you would describe him. To me, he reminds me of the Grim Reaper. His face is like a skull, and he has been seen many times, and I've actually seen him.
Is there any particular place that this other presence is felt?
Where he likes to be the most. He will come out here, but the judge's chamber is his #1.
Interesting. So the judge's chambers.
The judge's chamber is the most active in this building.
Do you think potentially it was someone who met their fate on them, or do you think he's tied here some other way?
I don't know who he is. He's just
Here.
evil.
So we just saw a clip from Ghost Cases. Paul, tell us a little bit about the clip, and then maybe introduce Holly and tell us a little bit about Holly's role.
Well, we were in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. It was one of the episodes we did. I think it's the first episode that will air. And we were in the old courthouse and jail in St. Andrews. The courthouse is supposedly haunted, as is the jail, by the spirit of a man who was hanged, an RAF sergeant, in 1942 for brutal murder of a local girl. And I think what they were showing in the clip, now I know how they feel on the Jay Leno show or something. I don't know what the clip was. But I think what they were showing on the clip was in the judge's chambers. One of our witnesses said that there was a black death-like figure, a Grim Reaper-like figure that would appear there. I wasn't there. Holly was. So she would be the best one to talk, I think, about the Grim Reaper.
All right, I'm going to get my producer mad at me. We've only got a couple of seconds, Holly, but what was it like to be there?
In some ways, a little overwhelming, I got to be honest. When we were doing one of the interviews, it felt like something had kind of come in the room behind me, and it got very cold. And I didn't really know what to say, because how do you deal with something like that? But she noticed it. The other woman noticed it, and she picks up on these things, and she's like, "How is it in there?" And I was like, "It's cold." She's like, "Yeah." And apparently, she had seen something come in the room behind me. I don't know how you explain that, but that's what she saw.
Well, you can learn more about that and see it on Eastlink TV starting, as Paul said, the week of October 18th. Holly, Paul, thanks very much for doing this, and enjoy your night.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back upstairs.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. It's my pleasure to be joined by Ann McKenzie. She is the president and CEO of Film Nova Scotia. Ann, thank you for coming back on Eastlink All Access Pass once again.
Thank you for inviting me, Matt. It's a pleasure to be here.